Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys.
Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today is the one, the only, the glorious Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. First of all, double shout out today to some recent broadcasters that have had us on. I just was on Jeff Lewis this morning with their whole gang and MJ, so thanks for having me on. Go check that out if you missed the episode. And also yesterday, Ronnie and I taped with Cynthia and Crystal on Humble Brag. I don't know when that episode's going to come out, but keep an eye and an ear out. Only one eye and one ear. Don't need to use both of either set for that episode, because we sat there and we talked and talked and talked. And I have to say, I felt like there was some really interesting tea that was kind of spilled about Beverly Hills. So I don't know what will make it to the final cut, but I think that's a good one to listen to. We had just a great time. And then in our world, it's the usual things. We've got a newsletter that's free. Subscribe to it. It'll arrive right there into your inbox. You can just go to Patreon to subscribe to it. You don't have to be a Patreon member, but of course we recommend it because Patreon opens up a whole other side of Watch What Crappens, including a weekly bonus episode and video and ad-free listening, as well as a Discord community and so many other things. So that's at patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens. And I think there's nothing else to shout out or to promote or whatever. Just I will shout out this envelope that's here on my desk. What a great envelope. You did great work. I don't know what else. Am I missing anything, Ronnie?
You're so desperate, you'll shout out the opening of an envelope.
I am, actually. Like, if I can just get one envelope's approval. I just want approval. I just want people to say you did a good job.
Just give me that approval.
You did well and you look good. That's all I need. That's all I wanted. Today, we are... Oh, no. Something has to be discussed. Today, this podcast is just a little bit darker, a little bit sadder for the on-pausization of Real Housewives of Miami. This is one of the most unjust things in the history of Bravo. I understand.
Is.
It's really terrible that this happened. I understand that the ratings were low, apparently on Peacock and Network, and like, a business has got a business, right? Like at a certain point, they just can't keep throwing money at these things. But man, this one hurts. This is one of the worst things I feel like that's ever happened on Bravo, and I'm not even being funny.
It hurts as a viewer, but it also hurts as an American that we can't come
it actually
together
does.
and support good things. We come together to support horrible, stupid, dangerous things like what's happening in this country. Everyone's fine coming together for evil, but you guys cannot come together to support good. This show is evil good. It's evil enough to support, and I just loved it. And it just makes me look around at my fellow Americans and think, who are we? Who are we?
Yeah. And like, is our recommendation not enough? Because I know there are a lot of people listening who are like, oh my God, yes, I really want to start Miami. I really want to start Miami. And now look what's happened. You can still start it, but you're also unfortunately going to end it. Like, you're going to get to the end of it, and that's the end. When we recommend something highly, I'm going to have to say this right now. I'm going to need you to take it seriously when we recommend something highly, because, they'll take it away from us. So, like, you cannot sleep on these shows. There's scarcity here. So, like, and when I say we, it's not just the two of us. It's the people on Twitter. It's the people, our other fellow podcasters. If we are saying this show is amazing, and people are saying, if you're saying to yourself, oh my God, I hear that Miami's amazing, I've got to start that. I'm just going to start that as soon as I finish this season of Beverly Hills. I'm just going to start it as soon as I finish this season of Roni. No, start it right away. Listen to us, because now it's gone. It's gone.
It's over.
It's not right.
We did it to us.
We have to support the show. We have to support the arts. We have to support the arts. Are under attack in America. Okay.
I know everybody is so mad at Timothy Chalamet right now for his comments on ballet and opera, and they're like, "You guys, he doesn't understand art, and he doesn't support art." And that's how I feel. I feel like you guys don't.
Yeah.
Not you guys who are listening. I just mean America. Understand culture, guys. Housewives of Miami was it, but it's dead. So you know what? Whatever. I don't even care if the reboot, whatever. I don't care because I need the cast back that's there now. I don't need a reboot of that. I don't need a reboot in. I don't need it. I don't need a break. I need it happening now. So you know what? We don't always get what we want. That's it. You know what?
No. It was a fully functional.
That's it.
It was a fully functional, highly functional show. It was a show that to me had a better season last year than even Salt Lake City. I really firmly believe that. I absolutely love this last season. I think the cast is pitch perfect. I wouldn't change a single person on the cast. I think it was just wonderful, pure television. And my only hope is that people who've never watched it just go to Peacock and just start watching it. And then let's see like a surge of numbers at Peacock to watch Miami. And let's put some like consumer oomph behind this show. So Bravo unpresses the pause button and brings it back. And like, let's just make this a temporary blip because I think we can still change this. I think we can change the course. I think that we've seen this happen before. It happened with Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks got its second or third season because of the fans. We can do it. And if there's any show that has peaks, if there's any show that has peaks, and by peaks I mean boobies, it's Real Housewives of Miami. So let's do this.
Yeah. We actually had a comment on YouTube this week that was like, I can't find it now, of course. But no, I don't want unresponded. I want all comments. Here, I have to read it because it's like really important, I think, especially today. And I think we need to take it to heart.
Oh, no.
It said something like, guys, Jesus is coming and you need to pay attention. Something like, you guys need to find the Lord because this is getting ridiculous. And I just said, okay. But guys, I'm telling you, we were just told on YouTube, the end is near. Support what's important. So
the end has happened. They put Miami on pause. The end has happened. Okay,
this is
it already happened
in the Bible.
Well, I will say,
Adriana, Alexia, Marisol, and Gertie.
That being said, the expression of mourning on social media is pretty hilarious. The number of things going around saying Adriana, Alexia, Marisol, they're all unemployed while Gina and Emily get an 8th season. I'm like,
well, there's good news on that because at least Gina and Emily didn't get asked to do the real girls trip or whatever that they were just doing.
That's so fun.
There was an article this week that's like, even after 8 seasons, they were like the only 2 people not asked to be part of that girls trip where they literally asked everybody. They were like, hey, get Jill Zarin's cleaning lady from 6 years ago. You know?
I mean, I actually genuinely feel bad for them for that because the truth is they have put in eight seasons. And so like that is really shitty that you are a senior member now of Bravo and you're not getting invited to these things. That actually genuinely sucks. And as much as I don't necessarily need them back on Orange County, my heart does kind of break for them a little bit in the sense that like you put in all this time and Bravo still is like whatever, but that's what you get when you're producer plant. But
yeah, I do not feel that, just for the record. I feel joyful. All right, so let's get into
I'm
this,
joyful as a viewer. Listen, Ronnie, I'm an empath, and I've recently sprayed myself with a spray from a Nashville magician, so just bear with me here.
I have empath spray from a magician in Nashville. Yeah, but the point is, Bravo did give multiple chances to Southern Hospitality, and that could have been dumped. So, you know, we got to count our blessings.
Summer House, they stuck it out with Summer House and it blossomed. No, that's why I'm actually like, I'm not being super mean to Bravo. I mean, it's frustrating. We get Surviving Mormonism. We get that Roni reboot, but like Miami is the victim here. That being said, I think we have to kind of really look at ourselves. I think we have to like not be complacent about these shows. They are not going to be around forever. If there is a show that everyone is saying is great, you have to support it. You just do.
Okay, Southern Hospitality, Season 4, Episode 3, an olive branch. Serve dirty. So Mia is the narrator today, and she's like, when I was getting my heart broken in Hawaii, all hell was breaking loose in Charleston. So we get like the previouslys of what happened, and we're still at Folly Beach at the, I don't know, relationship anniversary of Bradley and that lady, and
Bradley
everyone's
and that lady who's blonde and
very
talks up
nice,
sometimes.
but I don't know well enough to learn her name. And Emmy has arrived, and Maddie's arrived and made up with a lot of people, and Emmy has not. Emmy's just like tweaking out in the corner, like, well, if anyone's gonna talk to me, she's kind of twitching over there in the corner and staring at everybody. And Joe's checking in on Maddie because she's just had a confrontation. And she's like, yeah, I'm good, Joe. I'm good, Joe. Get the fuck away from me, Joe. And TJ comes up and he's like, are you good, Mia? And she's like, yeah, it was good. It was fine. So everything's patched up, guys. And she says, yeah, she thought something happened, but she threw my poster down. And I'm like, why couldn't you, I could beat you up right now for that. You threw my poster down.
And TJ's like, yeah, you got a swing. I felt it. And she's like, yeah, exactly. I have a swing. And Justin is like, wait, you swung on TJ? Yeah. No way. Are you kidding me? You're a bit of a spark plug, aren't you? Oh, like you spark out. Spark out. Ken just shows up.
I hate that scuzzy guys are like now, like these scuzzy OnlyFans dudes are coming on here and pretending they're like in West Side Story. Like, who talks like this? Wow, you're a bit of a spark plug, aren't you? Aren't you, toots?
It's just Jen Fessler. Well, Justin is like, I appreciate that he is, he's got a pulse, unlike that guy Austin last year, who was like the supposed hot guy that was like the newbie, and he just sort of sat there with eyes bulging and scared and like did like two things all season. So this guy's definitely like,
wait a minute, that guy had a mullet and he lifted logs. Don't
yeah,
say he didn't do
wood.
anything. Yeah.
That's right. But so Justin's definitely like, he's like a, made for TV, and he's like active and he's energetic, but he also feels like a paint by numbers fuckboy, almost like he might not even be a fuckboy. He just is like, oh, they need a fuckboy. I am going to play the role of a fuckboy. I'm going to say the fuckboy things. I'm going to have like really kind of like on the nose skeezy interviews. It's just like he went to ChatGPT and asked for like the bullet points of what he should be doing. He's just sort of doing it. Like, it almost feels fake to me. It's just like this guy who came on and is like, well, they need this role to be filled, and here I am.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about OnlyFans over the years because during the pandemic, I remember that's when OnlyFans became like really a thing. Like, I guess a mainstream thing. That's what I remember anyway. To the point where there were people in the carpool line. There was like a mother in the carpool line at my kid's school where she had like her OnlyFans QR code on the back of her car in the drive-through or in the drop-off section, so that the dads would go to her OnlyFans. And we've talked about it over the years about how at first it was like a great way to make money because not everybody was on it, And so people would be like, ooh, that mom down the street is on OnlyFans? Oh, I'm going to go look at that. There was like money in it. And then it became something that everybody does. And you just have to work so hard to get anybody to jerk off to you nowadays. It's like, because there's so many like mediocre options out there. You really have to work. It's like carry your card around and, give it away. And that's how he feels to me. Like he's working really, really hard to get people to his OnlyFans. He's doing the show and then he's coming on and he's like, well, I'm 30% gay, which sounded weird, because we were like, well, who said? I don't know. I'm not used to fuckboys on these shows saying stuff like that, because usually they're like, whoa, no homo, bro, no homo. But I thought it was a little odd. But then someone sent us his OnlyFans page, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's just trying to make that money, So he's trying to like kind of queer bait while he's doing it, and I just, my heart goes out to OnlyFans people because that's just a lot of work. You could run for mayor with less effort.
I love you, Ronnie. That was the funniest little monologue. It was.
But don't you think? Like, they work so hard. And we've met so many OnlyFans people, and they are like literally out there shaking hands, like, hey, I'm on OnlyFans. You know, like they work so hard. And I'm just like, oh my God, isn't it easier to just learn to do taxes at some point?
I just loved everything about that monologue. I really did. I was thinking, I was like, this is so funny.
So I think he's just working hard. So he's like, yeah, I've had a bit of a crush on Mia since I met her a few months ago because I love good banter. And also she's the lead on a TV show that you want to be on. So he's trying to flirt with Mia.
There's that too. Mm-hmm. And he's being flirtatious. And then she's like, I'm nasty. And he tells us, yeah, she's got a great set of personalities. And he's like, boobs, because remember, boobs are personality. So he says, I'm not much of a homewrecker, but if the opportunity presents itself, I'd wreck the shit out of that home. And that's when I was like, you're just a hired actor. You were brought in off the street and they just fed you some lines. You may not even be a human. You're just an AI thing they grafted onto the show. And like the entire time they were talking to like a broom that was hoisted up with eyeballs on it. And then they just put this guy in post.
Yeah. And Bravo's pretty good with lovable pigs, you know, which is how Southern Charm has made it so long. Those guys are all douchebags and misogynists, but there's like something charming about them. You can't just
Southern
be
Charm.
gross. You know, this guy's just straight up gross. So the producer's asking, and poor Jordan, by the way, this girl who's like standing behind the bar all day. She doesn't get to move around or talk to. It's like she's in a little box and she's like got so much rouge on. I mean, just poor thing is just so over rouged. And I just feel for her. That's the one I feel for, Jordan.
Yeah. And she doesn't even really get to be part of the show. So the producer says, Justin, aren't you currently dating Jordan? And he goes, no, you know what? I've never been like a big label guy. So I don't know. I'm just taking it day by day. And he's smiling so broadly. And I think that like one of the fun parts about having fuckboys on these shows is that they always, the real ones always, I think they think they're pulling one over on the audience, like, and they almost believe their own shit. But this guy's just smiling so broadly. He's like winking at the audience, like, we know I'm a fuckboy, you know, and I know. And that's no fun. The fun is when they think that they're conning us and we're like, no, we're on to you. So he's just a little too wink, wink. Like, it's just a little not fun, you know? It's like, bro, it's like, settle down. Just be yourself.
Yeah, so then we go over to Joe, who's looking at this house that they rented, and he's like, you know, I really like houses like this for parties. Like, I really like this open floor plan. I'm being serious. You know what? It looks like Bali. It doesn't even look like we're in Charleston anymore. It looks like Bali. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for the insight, Joe. Thank you for clarifying that you're being serious, because I thought for a moment you were making an outrageous joke. He's like, just kidding. I don't like houses like this for a party. I don't want to be in a mansion.
Bali, you heard of it? Yeah, it's like Bali.
Being serious. I like the open floor plan. I love that like he decided to like whoever he was talking to. That he decided they're in this gorgeous mansion, like a beautiful mansion, and that he decided to weigh in that it was approved. Like this met the standards of Joe Bradley. I'm really glad. The open concept, especially. Chef's kiss.
So Bella, who's Bella again? We're supposed to know her, but I don't.
I don't know. Just Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid just wandered in, confused and drunk.
She's like, I got permission to eat half an almond. Anybody? Hurry. My mom's right outside.
Who is Bella Hadid in this world? Yeah, Bella, who is an unnamed lady in the mix here, is like, the ambience in here when you have sex, it would just like match it that much better. Would make it that much better. Would it not? Would it not? And then TJ goes, well, I don't know. I haven't had sex in like 15 months. And Michael's like, oh my God. Oh. And he just walks away.
Okay. Sorry, I was allergic to tacky people. Speak right slowly. I know that we had our differences and stuff.
And Molly's like, yeah, well, you seem more peaceful. By the way, she seems like completely hopped up on LSD. Like she's tripping balls. Grace Lilly is, I don't know what she got in trouble for, because all of the reports about her drug use have just said that she had happy pills. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's Molly. I don't know. LSD. Do they even still do LSD? That's the best one, by the way, kids. If you're gonna do drugs,
arrested.
That's the one.
Because Grace Lilly was arrested sometime over the past week, right? I think on drug charges. Yeah,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
actually very sad. Not to make what you were saying sad, but like it's just sad for her. But you know, for us, we will.
Yeah, I hate when people
soldier
get
on.
caught. Always. So she's like,
Yeah, thank you. You know, I'm just struggling with like the self-conscious, and like now I'm just more of at a peaceful mindset, you know, because it has to do with like my tribal past and my roots and my ancestors.
Great. Molly's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
oh,
no
Grace
sense.
Lily.
Maddie's like, I feel good today, but I'm like concerned about being here, but like I'm glad I'm here. Does anyone know, is there an HDMI hookup somewhere so I can put my PowerPoint on the TV to prove TJ that we are actually friends? And TJ's like, yeah, I was like a little bit concerned too. Hey, since we're in this beautiful open concept mansion, do you want to talk a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. I'm down. So, okay, let's sit down. Okay,
they
all
go
right,
sit.
I'm gonna sit down.
They go sit, and he's like,
Well, first, I want to apologize for knowing facts that weren't shared because this is like stemming from that group chat, okay? And I can't imagine what that has done to you and like what you've gone through. And I sympathize for that, okay? I sympathize.
but he's giving her those evil. You could see it's like
Right.
evil little gay eyes. I don't know how to explain them except to say they're evil little gay. They're very intense.
Yeah,
and
like he wants to
she's like,
vacuum her face.
thank you for that. Because, like, you know, like, I have, like, bad deja vu and PTSD.
Really, you should hear what my ancestors had to say about.
Shut up, Grace Lily. Shut up over there, okay? Fucking talking patchouli stick. I'm not talking to you.
I'm trying to forgive myself and to forgive everyone because I don't want to live in this energy anymore. Yeah, it's not healthy. Sort of like the amount of stupid you have in your brain. Sorry, I can't help myself. Well, it's just not healthy. It's not. And it's like, it's eating me alive. It's not. It's like, Joe, I'm being eaten alive. So Maddie says, it's nice to hear some accountability from TJ. And my PowerPoint did remind me that we were friends. So thank you very much, PowerPoint. And I really appreciate the conversation like this because I get to move on and I get to feel like I could maybe get closer to you. It's like, okay.
Yeah, so she's like, okay, you know, okay, I'm sorry too, and now let's just be friends, and I'm sorry I blew up at your party and stuff. And he's like,
Well, at least it was at the end. So that was good.
you told everybody I was going to give them food poisoning, but by that time they had already eaten the cheater dog. So I didn't really care.
Yeah, and I had those bad cocktail wieners at the bar. Shut up, Joe. Not your scene.
My ancestor is a cocktail wiener. Shut up, Grace Lily.
So,
So pizza arrives.
pizza comes, yeah, and Emmy's like, "Oh my God, you guys, it's so heavy." Emmy, you are working out every day on Instagram. That's all you do. She's like lifting cars on Instagram. She's like, "Oh, this pizza. Oh my God, I'm talking to you guys.
This pizza makes me feel unsafe. So Maddie's like,
This pizza is stalking me."
I've never had such aggressive pizza before. So
You
Maddie
guys,
is
there's
like,
a car outside. There's a car outside. It's staring at me. It's coming my way. It's coming my way. Oh my God. It's offering me. It's offering me sausage. Oh my God. It's pizza. Just fucking answer the door.
why is it always the big pizza that has so many problems, right, guys? The pizza's like, I come from Will's mistress. Shut up. You don't know. You don't know. There was never any proof pizza.
Well, there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about how one of my closest friends called me a predator on a podcast. The podcaster asked Emily.
Nick Vile's like, "Hello, can someone use my name?"
The podcaster asked Emmy if she thought that Joe was blacked out drunk and I was the one making the moves when he was sleeping. And then she sat there and said, "Oh my God, I never thought about it that way." And I'm not over that. I'm not over it.
Well, it was pretty low. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. That's really bad. That's really, I mean, it's like, yeah. Well, what else do you expect? So Maddie is like,
Especially when it's on the show that it was the other way around. Because on the show, Joe copped to it. He was like, "Hey, I know that we had, that problem when we were drunk and then I touched you." That's what was said on the show. So the fact that Emmy knows that and then she's going and letting someone spin it into like, "Oh, the predator gay guys raping, drunk guys," which, by the way,
Yeah.
she doubles down on in about 20 minutes.
yeah. I mean, it's not a good season for Emmy so far.
And she
so
deserves
Maddie,
an Emmy for it because it's amazing.
you know, well, guess what? I named the episode and the Emmy goes to ... I did. So Maddie is like, we're really smart over here. Maddie is like, I can understand that. And I feel like that's a conversation you need to have with Emmy. And she's like, yeah. So then everyone starts eating their pizza and everything. And, you know, that's what I love about these shows, these shows with the young kids who are just excited to be on Bravo, because if it was Real Housewives, you would never see this much pizza being eaten on camera. So Joe's like, hey, I see Maddie smiling over there, TJ. Something I haven't seen in a long time. That makes me happy. Almost as happy as this open concept in this house. I really think it's like I feel like I'm in Indonesia. It's like, wow. Did I bring my passport? Can I get back
serious
home?
right now. I'm serious right now. This is Indonesia.
Seriously. I'm not even joking. It's like, could possibly be Malaysia, but I'm going to go with Indonesia. And Sumatra.
So they're congratulating Grace Lee. It's like, oh my God, Brad, congratulations on 1 year. Happy 1 year. Or as my ancestors call it, happy anniversary. And he's like, thank you, Grace. Keep giving me all the good vibes. Okay. And Lake tells us, you know, Brad's timeline is like a little weird because, like, was he not making out with me 1 year ago? Throw the clip up there. Yeah, we're making out. Like, the timeline's a little freaky. I'm Lake.
I'm Lake. I'm Lake.
I've really
Hi, I'm
gotten
Teddy.
into, like, now that I'm used to her, like, just stoner energy, I am loving Lake. I love that Lake is always, like, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, like, a hot box car. Just like, hey,
Yeah.
did he not make out with me a year ago? Wow.
I'm Lake. I like her mom too. I hope they bring her back. So Justin is like, hey, yo, can I make a toast? First and foremost, thanks to Brad and Julia for establishing this house. And then I hope tonight, I don't know what I meant by establishing this house. I don't know what that meant, but whatever. And then I hope tonight everyone can make amends with people that they've had a beef with. Speaking of beef, I'd love to put my beef sausage into someone's lady cave. Okay. Okay, we can move forward and we can have a wonderful summer. So cheers to everyone here. Let's have a good time. Who would like to be motorboated first? Okay.
I hate when the new person is like the toast master. It's like in the office when there's a new girl and they're like, oh my God, you guys, cheers to us for being friends for so long. Like, we're best friends, right? We're all best friends. You all do such a great job in the office. I am so proud to work alongside of you. It's like, you're a temp. You don't even work here.
Get out of here.
Take your cupcake and go. Okay.
So Emmy says, well, guys, if we actually do squash all of our beef tonight, I'll take a shot. And Justin's like, oh, Emmy breaking sobriety. Woo! That's only this show where they'd be like, you'd hear that sentence with like a cheer. So Emmy
back, everybody.
Fell off the wagon. So Emmy's like, since I started my wellness journey, I haven't had a drink in over 2 years. And I'm trying to think what's the most vulnerable thing I could do to try to get these people to believe what I'm saying and trust me. So I'm like, let's see. I'm like, oh, Bethany Frankel is like sharpening her knife. See, she fell off the wagon for the show. She did it, huh?
How vulnerable can I be? I'm going to take a shot. And so he's like, as much as I love an audience, like I'd probably actually like to have a private chat, maybe, Brad. Like, could we just have a maybe like a private chat? And he's like, well, I mean, I know it's a private thing, but I'm not the only one that feels some sort of friction with you. So maybe we could just do it all at one time instead of 3 separate conversations. So now 20 people gather around.
Yeah. Wait.
Like,
Wait. But Emmy, sorry to interrupt, but it's kind of an open concept, so you really can't have a private conversation. But that's okay. It's like Bali, so it's like we're on a beach. It's all good. It's all good, Emmy.
You know what? I think you guys should have this in the living room. No, I'm sorry, the kitchen. No, you know what? Both, because it's open concept. Bali, you got Bali.
I'm totally serious. It's a great concept. It's a great house. It's a great house for this. So Emmy's like, okay, well, I don't know where to begin. I know that a lot of shit went down in February, and I know that we all have our own versions of what the truth is, but I just hate where we all are. Well, this is a beautiful house. I don't know why you'd hate it here. Like Folly Beach, it's a magnificent place. I mean, you would Folly or Bali? Am I right, guys? Right.
So
no, I'm not being literal, Joe.
Do you acknowledge that you've done anything wrong? And she's like, to Maddie. I mean, to Maddie I did. And Brad's like, so between you and me and our friendship? Maybe do you think you've done anything wrong? She goes, I mean, I trusted you. Yeah, I trusted you. Like, I really thought of you. It's like, so where do you feel like I broke your trust? Well, you know, like when you didn't believe me last year, like when you got into my relationship and you believed that my fiance 100% cheated on me, and there's not like a lick, there's not a lick, there's not a fucking lick of evidence that he cheated on me, and there's not even a fucking picture at the fucking prom. Like, there's nothing.
I forgot about law prom. The law school prom.
He took another girl to law school prom, and she stayed at his house.
So Brad's like, in the beginning of all this, I was defending you straight up, but then like the last little bit is the only time I didn't defend you. And when I went to like do my own research, like that's when I saw things. So then like we went to New York and you were on stage, you were saying like, oh, I hope to get to a better place with TJ and Brad. And then 30 minutes later, we went up to Molly's room and I hear you on the phone as completely backpedaling off everything you said. So then that's when I started to really feel some sort of type of way towards you. And then after that, like I'm going and telling someone that I'm unsafe. That really broke me because you have that kind of relationship that you know what kind of relationship we have. And I would never think that.
Brad. The text was so aggressive, Brad. And everyone's like, oh God. It just pans around the table because everyone was already groaning at the, stalker
at
part.
The unsafe was bad.
Oh,
and it's
she's like using every keyword.
Oh. She's like, I know you're very eloquent. Like, oh, Emmy, no.
Jeez. And she's like, it was so aggressive. Like, I don't know why you texted me that. Like, I mean, I did. Like truly, Brad. Like, you're like dead to me. Like, the lower your fucking voice, you're dead to me. And he's like, I literally said back what you said though. And she's like, what? Wait, why would I say dead to me too? Like yeah, no. She goes, no. And he goes, what? Why would I say dead to me too? You said it to me in the text first. You said it to me first in the conversation, and I said you're dead to me too. And she's like,
and she goes, I did not say you were dead to me. It was probably my fiance. I'm like, oh, okay. So so Brad could not tell the difference between Will and Emmy's voice. That makes total sense.
And Molly's like, well, I heard it, and that came from your mouth. And she says, yeah, my hotel room was directly next to Emmy's, and we shared a wall, and I heard everything. So for her to be like dead to me, you didn't hear that, girl. I heard you blowing your nose at 4 a.m. Like, thanks for waking me up, by the way, nose blower.
I'm a very light sleeper, turns out. So Brad is like, okay, so why did you say that I made you feel unsafe? She's like, well, you were angry, and you were angry after this. And then the text that I got you, I've never seen such a text like that. I've never seen you talk to anyone like that. And everyone's just like, oh, Emmy, microaggressions left and right.
She's so like, Brad's are you even in this neighborhood? Like, do you belong here? Like, where are you going? Like, where are you going right now? Like, why are you wearing a hoodie? Like, you trying to rob a house? And he's like, well, I was pissed, and that's why I was texting like that. It's like, Brad. Okay, Brad, look, guys, Brad. I mean, you're scary. You're scary. Like, you're scary. Like, when you're pissed, like, you're
not
so
scary.
I know. Every time she says a sentence, everyone's like, oh, God.
It's so bad.
You were outside my door. Like, you were outside my door, and I was scared. Like, I was scared. I was, like, on the phone with the police. Like,
I don't mean to, it's actually a very serious thing because this is the sort of language that gets people arrested, shot, and killed. It's like, and this is like a trauma that people live through is like, like, especially like white women saying these things. And it has led to so many terrible things in history,
in the South.
But yeah. But like what I'm laughing at is just how like, it's just like one after the other. It's like, girl, it's almost like a stereotype. It's almost like, I'm like, is this for real right now? It's crazy. Just one after the other. And Mia is like,
the situation obviously not funny. Like, and you can tell everyone's face is like, oh, like she just has no idea. It's just funny because it's like a total Karen, not just Karening out,
like
and
little
not
baby
even,
Karen,
like going even further down the path. Every time you ask her something, it just gets worse and worse.
It's just, she thinks she's clearing things up and she's making it worse and worse. And you're like, girl, come on now. So Mia is like, so you were scared of Bradley Carter being outside.
Okay, come on, Mia. Come on, Mia. Come on.
She's like, so Mia tells us, here's my advice for you. Emmy, in this moment, shut up. Stop talking. She doesn't know what her words can do to a black man in a town like this. Even if you didn't mean it in a certain way, it can come off a certain way. So Michael's like, okay, before you say something, you can't say that. Say you're scared because like that can come off as like a microaggression. And she's like, wait, what? Huh? No, wait, no, what? Huh? No, what?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I just meant like, like terrifying. Like, you know what I mean? Like terrifying. Like it's like a big black man coming at you. It's scary. It's
like
scary.
Emmy,
like,
no, Emmy, no.
And Brad's like, well, what did you think I was gonna do to you? And she's like, I don't know. And you had your boyfriend there. You think I'm gonna bust down the door? And she's like, well, all I'm saying is like, in my 5 years, like of being friends with you, like I've never seen you speak to anyone like that. Like I've never seen you like text anyone like that. Like, whoa.
Well, I don't agree with the verbiage. Like, men of color, we're continuously fighting stereotypes, and it's just like a never-ending battle. And Maddie tells us, I can't validate that. I can't validate that Emmy actually feels that way, but she's got to get better words. And Brad is saying, when I'm angry or when I'm upset or when my feelings are hurt, I have to be so careful on how I react, on how I carry myself, on what I say, and that's not fair. And I texted you, and I didn't even knock on your door. I didn't even raise my voice at you. So now why am I all of a sudden a threat to you or your safety because I've shown a little bit of emotion? And the truth is, that's such a great point because he showed a little bit of emotion on text, and you compare that to the number of times that Emmy has gone, running out of the room, crying, angry, tears, like that finger goes shaking. And this is exactly what was also being talked about the night prior on Summer House about just how people like just the privilege that Emmy has versus how people like Brad and Michaels and Mia and Sierra and KJ and other Mia have to consider that things that like Emmy and Kyle don't have to. So it was, but of course it's on this silly show, which is like funny because they're like all fighting, and then the next scene they're all just like, okay, now let's do shots together.
I mean, yeah. And no, I don't think guys should be texting bitch to a woman anyway. And that happens a lot on these Southern shows. And I don't know if it's like an age thing or if it's what it is, and it's the gay guys a lot of the time. So we're like, bitch, no, and I don't, it's not like we never say bitch on this show. You know what I mean? But I don't tell my girlfriend like, shut up, bitch. Like, I don't love that. But even so, you can say like, hey, I don't love you calling me a bitch. Like, what the hell? That's not cool. And not call production and say I feel unsafe and like try and elevate it to this level. I mean, what she's doing is so beyond.
Yeah, you're allowed to be offended by a text that is like you're dead to me too, bitch, or whatever. You're allowed to, but it's like when you're like I feel unsafe.
Yeah, and calling production into it, like, and trying to affect his job, and then the stuff she says in the rest of the episode about people. It's like it's dangerous. You're basically calling people rapists and stalkers and abusers and stuff when you don't get your way, and that's some dangerous shit, Emmy. Oh my god! And then she never even sees it and just triples down throughout the episode. Is crazy.
Yeah, it's not right. So Justin says, "Hey, I think it's important to not minimize Emmy's emotions, but at the same time realize that you would never do something like that." Just listen, Brad. We don't need to hyperfixate on it. Maybe unsafe is the wrong word. I mean, listen, I needed space. And she goes, Brad is a calm, cool, collected man. He does not snap. But after I had gotten off that reunion stage, I was in my hotel room with my fiance, and I'm a fucking mess, and I'm calling my mom, and I get a text, lower your fucking voice, you're dead to me too, bitch. Like, what? There's no privacy. I'm freaking out. I can't breathe at all. I'm like, it's not his fault that you're like in a deranged state, okay? Like, sorry. It's not his fault.
And he's like, well, that hurt me to my core because you were a close friend. And she's like, Brad, I never wanted to get here to begin with. Okay, like it's sad, like knowing at one point, like you were supposed to be a groomsman. You were supposed to be a groomsman. My wedding with my fiance. I'm sorry, guys, I'm crying. Okay, here they come, the white lady tears. It's like she doubles down. She calls production, and now here come the tears. And Grace Lily's like, are you serious? He was gonna be a groomsman?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Brad's like it's sad and it's really unfortunate. She goes, I love you. And it's just like, it's really sad. He goes, but it didn't feel like it, right? She goes, I know, it doesn't feel, because I was angry. And you know how fucking angry my fucking fiance gets. So now she's putting it on to Will.
Yes, put it on Will. So TJ's like,
Well, sometimes the way that you feel towards people is influenced by Will. Like, personally, I don't think you would have went on that podcast after the reunion if Will wasn't there. And you pushed a narrative upon me that you know is not fucking true. And she's like, oh my God, Will or me, like, we never had any intention of going on that podcast and saying anything like that about you, like, ever. And he's like, well, it could have been easily stopped.
and she's like, and he says after the podcast, he was flooded in DMs with, people saying he was a rapist, and they show all these, messages like, oh yeah, he basically raped him, and that was assault, and no, the gay guy raped the straight drunk guy the second he had a chance and stuff. And he's like, you could have shut down that conversation and said you don't want to talk about it. And she's like, but I genuinely did not know what to say when he said it, so I just like tacitly agreed. Like, duh. Is that what you do?
Yeah. And so TJ's like, I mean, she could have just shut the whole thing up. She called me a rapist on the podcast. And I just thought Molly goes, what is wrong with you? I mean, it's like,
but I didn't. I just let him call you a rapist. I mean, it's like, no, like, what? I don't know if you're a rapist. I mean, if he says you're a rapist, I'm just like agreeing. Like, I didn't say it. I mean, come on.
You went with it, bitch. You did. Michaels goes, whoever said it, the whole goal of sitting at this table is for resolution. Justin's like, exactly, bro. Resolution, and also me grabbing some sweet tits. Come on, who wants to get into my hands? So TJ's like, you're saying, like, I swear, I promise, like, I would never fucking do that. And I heard you say that about Molly as well, while liking comments about her fat shaming. Then we heard through the wall laughing about it. So I'm like, oh, looping Molly into it as well. I was like, I didn't even know there was a Molly angle.
Yeah, because there were three of them. Remember, Bradley said there's three people, so I guess it's Molly, TJ, and Brad. And so Emmy's like, no. Listen. And Molly's like, no, it is absolutely disgusting that you would let me be humiliated. And she's like, that is fucking ridiculous, Molly. So Molly reminds us that on stage at the reunion, she confronted Emmy about liking inappropriate comments. And it's one of them said, it's always the thick girls coming for the skinny girls. And I guess she liked that comment. And so we see that reunion footage. And Emmy's saying, I deleted it. She goes, yeah, then why are you deleting comments? She's like, because I delete hate comments. That's why I delete mean comments. Emmy is like, you left hers and then you pinned it. Oh my God, Emmy, you pinned it? Jesus, Emmy.
Not the pinning. She goes, I did not. I never pinned it. I deleted the fucking comment immediately. Oh my God, Molly. Oh my God. I deleted that shit.
You linked to it in your bio.
You put it on your LinkedIn. You said you were working at fat shaming. So Emmy is like, I deleted that shit immediately. And you want to know why? Because she's a little fucking victim. And I knew she was going to self-identify with a comment that didn't even use her goddamn name. And she was going to make it all about herself. So she goes, do you want to have my Instagram for a day and see how many notifications I get? I mean, listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For? What are you sorry for? That's a very important thing to talk about. My tribal ancestors always insist on a full apology.
And so Michaels goes, Grace. So Grace like, no,
that's a valid question. It's a valid question.
I'm sorry. I know it's a triggering conversation for you. I would say for some people, maybe it's a very heavy conversation for you. Oh, wrong word. I know this is a massive issue in our relationship. Sorry, wrong word. There's a lot of robust challenges. Wrong word. What should I say?
Listen, I just want to get to the point. Let's just cut the fat. I mean, that's probably not the right way to.
I know we're in the thick of it. No.
Listen, I just want you to be a big girl about this. Oh, damn it. Damn it.
This weighs on me a lot.
Okay, you guys. Look, like we're in Bali right now, basically, like open concepts, am I right? So I think we should call it quits. Like we've made it a long way. I think it's like definitely like it's like moving in the right direction. As the next owner of the business of something somewhere that Leva has, like I just want to say like open concept.
I love Joe just decides arbitrarily, it's over now. I'm like, what? I felt like they actually were making progress. And I feel like they were getting through to Emmy and they were sort of building some bridges. And Joe's like, okay, guys, listen, let's not like ruin this open concept. So that's enough for today. So Grizzly's like, all right, let's drink kumbaya. I'm like, okay, well, heavy conversation is now officially done.
I need some fresh air. Lake, will you come with me? I need to breathe. And they're like, oh my God, are you leaving? And she's like, so she goes outside hyperventilating, and Lake comes out. It's like, hey, you did okay. It shows that you love and care when you have those reactions. People who don't care don't hyperventilate.
I'm Lake. So Mia's like, Michaels, are they best friends now? Lake and Emmy, y'all, they like squash their beef. Like, they did? Like, and so Lake is like, you know who loves you, you know who cares about you, and you know your truth. I'm Lake. And Lake is like, yeah, I was kind of a shady bitch to Emmy last year. And we see that they were like, the shady bitch montage. And there were like a lot of moments. She was doing like a lot, but I do a lot too. But by the way, Lake, you don't do a lot like that. You're too stoned to do a lot like that. She goes, so I got to talking to her after Michael's forced us to kind of come together and kumbaya. And she's batshit crazy, but I like that. So we're friends and we're good.
She's like, I know who you are. Remember what I told you? You're strong. She's like, oh my God. But like, I respect like the fuck out of Brad. Like, I respect him like the same way that I respect like, I don't know, Jason or that like Michael guy who chases people around with an axe. You know, like he's terrifying, but like he can sell a movie. He's a scary villain.
Scary's a good thing sometimes, you know? Lake's like, yeah, you were strong. And Maddie's like, you did a good job. So Bella's back, and she goes, yeah, you know what? You owned up to what you needed to say. And everyone's like hugging Emmy. And so Brad goes out to talk to her. And TJ is like, how many people can hug Emmy at the same time? Which is true, because everyone's consoling her.
And she's like, can I have a hug? Can I have a hug, Brad? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, softer. Okay, yeah. But in all seriousness, and then they all start chanting, squash the beef. All these kids need a bravo.
Yeah. So Brad is like, he's like, okay, everyone shut up. So they go, like, Brad and Emmy have a little talk. And Emmy's like, listen, Brad, I don't know whether I should be scared right now or just terrified, but I'm feeling kind of both. Is that okay? Is that still a microaggression? He's like, yeah, okay, stop. He's like, what's up? She goes, thank you for being receptive. And I don't like carrying around resentment and anger, and I don't like not being able to talk to you. There's an intertwine of connections between you and my life, and I don't like where we are. I never wanted to get here, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were stalking me outside my door, and I know I said some horrible shit, and I know I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry.
And he's like, okay, I appreciate the apology. So he says they've been friends for a long time, and maybe they can start going in a better direction now. So they decide to move forward. And then Michael, let's see what happens next. Grace Lily's like, so when you go to the Bahamas, wait, what are they talking about? Fish?
I don't know about the fish part. Wait, all I know is that Brad and Emmy, they go back inside. Everything is good. And he's like, everyone, she's not leaving. Everything is okay. So now they just are partying, and they're like, now they're back like, okay, the tense moment. We talked about the microaggressions. We squashed the beef. Everyone is good again. Now we're in this mansion. We're going to party. So they're all just like, oh my God, we're in a mansion. Let's say they finally realize they're in a mansion. So they're just partying in every square footage. And at one point they go into a bedroom, and Julia's like, this is where I ate Brad's ass last night. Oh my God, did you actually? It's fun sometimes. Oh my God, you want to eat my ass? He's like, no, I'm not really into fish. But if I ever change my palate, I'll let you know. And that explains the fish comment. Fish report.
So they just cheer and have fun. And Justin's like, yeah, party time. And Mia's like breakdancing. I don't know. They're just having a good time. So Emmy holds up the tequila bottle, and she's like, you guys, this is a historical moment. This is the first time I've drank since September of 2023. Okay, I'm coming back. And Grace Lily's like, well, are you sure you want to do that? Because if you're being sober, but then you have a drink, then I think that means you don't get to be sober no more.
And Brad's like, you really don't have to do that. She's like, no, I'm having a shot. I'm not going to keep drinking. I'm just going to take a shot to commemorate working on being friends again, but I'm not taking the shot alone. So everyone needs to do it with me. And it's like, okay, I'll do it with you because since we're in Bali after all, why not do a shot for Bali, right?
Okay, guys, here's the new chapter. Oh my God, hopefully this is like the best chapter. Okay, let's have a drink. Have a drink. So they take a drink, and Mia's like, well, at least you'll be drunk now because you haven't had one in so long. And so everybody cheers to them, and then Mia's like, yeah, and cheers to my first night being single. And Michael's is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That guy was like so hot. Like, why would you break up with that guy? Like, seriously.
They were just in Hawaii together. What the fuck happened in Hawaii? You're supposed to be fucking and having fun in Hawaii. Brad's like, wow, no one's safe. Yeah, I just blame it on her because Troy's perfect.
And she's like, yeah, long distance, that's never going to work. But I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. You know what? If you want to send me your condolences, send me your hottest friend's Instagram through my DM. Thank you.
Like, oh my God, Mia, wow. She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You just didn't want to move to Charlotte. So Justin's like, yeah, I prayed for this. What did Michael Jordan say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And on screen, it's like, no, that was Wayne Gretzky, you idiot. So they cheers to Mia, and Joe's like, well, guys, we should all go down to the street. Let's go to the bar. Which by the way, I always think that's one of the funniest things when you get like an Airbnb and then you immediately leave it to go somewhere else. I'm like, why did you even get the Airbnb in the first place?
Yeah. So then some of them jump in the pool, and then a lot of people go to the bar, and Justin's like, whoa, you know what like a body shot is? It's like the top 3 things to get over a heartbreak, Mia. I swear to God. She says, who told you that? And he's like, science.
She's like, okay, well, let me see your belly button. He was like, yeah, my belly button's cute. She goes, oh, fucking hell. I haven't been single in years, and I don't mind, flirting with an attractive man. I think it's a bit overdue, some would say. And then they do like a conga line, and they're partying. And TJ does a body shot off of Michael's, but then they make out, but it's like a real make out. And everyone's like, oh my God, the two guys are finally kissing. It's all happening.
And Emmy, who just got out of trouble, is like, TJ was born in like 1990 and Michaels was born in 2002. I mean, that is a big difference, okay? Like, okay, have fun with grandpa. Have fun on the Epstein's list. What the fuck?
Does Emmy not look around her town? Has she not seen the relationships in Charleston?
No kidding.
This is like having like an 12-year gap is that's considered to be basically like might as well be twins.
Yeah, I feel like that's nothing these days, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's this usually I feel like most of the guys walking around that city have like a 35 to 40-year gap between them and their girlfriends.
Yeah, on Southern Charm, you got to have at least a decade to even be considered. So Justin is doing body shots off Mia, and she's complimenting him. And she's like, yeah, he didn't look too bad from up top. And he's like, I want to kiss. Let's kiss right now. I'm going to kiss you tonight. So she runs away. And she's like, up, the Uber.
So now they all have to work tomorrow. So bye. So it's time to catch up with everyone. So first up, we have Jordan and Molly. This is like the next day. And Jordan's like, okay, I think these are the last bags. And Molly's like, you got everything? And she's like, yeah. And Molly says, after Folly, I'm hung tits. Jordan goes, yeah. How are you feeling? She's like ass. Zofran working overtime. And that concludes Molly and Jordan Theater.
Jordan's like, did you find my rouge? I need it. Please give me my rouge. So Julie and Brad, we go over to Julie and Brad. And Brad's like, did you use my toothbrush? And she's like, no, I used the purple. He's like, seriously? Because you ate my ass last night. I'd really not like to brush my teeth with my own ass. It'd be nice.
And now we have Mia, who's just doing some sort of like trippy red light mask things on her bed. It's like shot from above. It's like very, very cinematic.
Yeah. And then Brad and Justin are talking about how they're hungover and stuff. And Justin has a date night coming up with Mia. They had a long night on the couch. Ooh. We see them talking on the couch. And he asked her on a date. He's like, you want to go to Marbled and Finn?
Yeah. And she goes, that's my spot because I love a good steak and a good fish. Marbled and Finn. And so then I just realized actually I was making fun of it. I'm like, oh, that's probably why it's called marbled and fin. I was like, what is that stupid name? And I realized, oh, it's like steak and fish. So then,
Yeah, but I still think it's stupid. I mean,
marbled and fin.
Yeah, marbled and fin. Shouldn't it be like marbled and scaled? Something like, I don't know, something that the fish is. Like the
Surf
steak
and
is
turf.
marbled. The fish is something.
Yeah. Tender.
Wow. Or like hoof and
Flaky.
fin or something,
Flaky.
maybe. Yeah.
Stupid. We hate
Anyway, so
0 stars.
Justin's like, yeah, and then I go back and I'm chilling at my spot and the door busts open and it's Jordan. Not even a hey, like how's it going? It was like, oh, hey, I heard you tried to get with Mia, and I was like, oh, got me. And Brad goes, and then she left and goes, nah, she stayed.
it.
Jordan's
Justin goes,
pretty sad. Jordan's a pretty sad character.
I told her I had some rouge, so hard to resist that. I like Jordan's company, but Mia really gets me going. She reminds me of women up north. I'm from Boston, and women in Boston are a bit more upfront. They don't really take a lot of shit, and I like that. My dad is Lebanese. He's more, where we got the affection. My mom's Irish Catholic. She definitely didn't take any of my bullshit or any bullshit, and I think a lot of that rubbed off on me as well. So Mia's like a female version of me.
So he's my brother. He's
I was about to
Lebanese
say.
Irish.
I was like, it was Ronnie Karam in a wig.
It was me. It's me with hair when I was a fuck boy. So Joe's like, well, you are like toxic as fuck, brother. Or as they say in Bali, toxic as fuck. And he's like, yeah. So now the ladies come in and Joe's like, hey, let's say as high as many people as we can on King Street and sell some tables to the ladies.
Yeah. And Justin's like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. So it's a shift change. And so Lake comes in. I'm Lake. And TJ is like, oh my God, a lesbian. And because I guess that's the way Lake is dressed. And she's like, he's like, where'd you just come from? And Michael's like, oh, I went to dinner. It's like, oh, nice. Yeah, it was good. The oysters were like really good. I'll be right back. I'm going to get the steamer. Okay. And they're like, oh my God. So much Bella out of nowhere. It's like, there was a lot of sexual tension there. Did anyone feel that? Oh my God.
She's like,
Thanks,
yeah,
Bella.
so much sexual tension. He's like, oh my God, you guys, chill. Like, there's definitely sexual tension with Michaels. Like, there always is. But, like, why can't we just have fun and make out? I mean, like after last summer, there were times when things did get honestly kind of weird. But, and then we see, yeah, like I was kind of upset because you kissed me. But then there was like never a conversation about it. Oh, that really
I
hurt me.
forgot about that. Stupid. Like, what's going on? Where are we? So then TJ's like, he's like, I mean, me and Michaels are friends. Like, we both find each other attractive and we get drunk and we have fun and we continue on with life. Emmy's like, stay away from him, geezer. So TJ's like, we can just be like fine after making out. It's like totally fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
So Emmy comes in and everyone's being nicer today. So she's like, yeah, it's nice that TJ and I can like work under the same roof, but like we just needed to have like a progressive conversation, and it was progressive. Like it started one place and then went to another place, and like now it's cool. So it's like we can totally be in the same room together.
Yeah, we did have a progressive conversation. Okay, by the way, we did not have a progressive conversation. Emmy might think that we had a progressive conversation, but I honestly don't accept her half-ass apology. More like a progresso conversation, like it was canned and tasted like soup. So, time for the meeting. All right, so for tonight, obviously we're missing some bodies. Maddie's not here tonight because she's at a concert with her dad. And then we have the boys, Justin, Joe, and Brad, and they're out walking the streets. I would have loved it if it cut to like those guys like dressed as hookers in drag. They just had big curly haired wigs and like a little short, like a shiny, like sequin, like
hey,
skirt.
hey, daddy, you want a night in Bali? Yeah, I'll pull it over, daddy.
Yeah, daddy. Hey, you want Bali night over Republic? Yeah, big boy, get over there.
Marbles aren't the only thing I can swallow, daddy. Pull over to the side of the road. Play with your marbles. They call me Joey Marbles for a reason. Pull over.
It's like one of those 1980s cop movies where the cops have to dress up like prostitutes. It's like, it's wacky. But I actually always loved it.
Justin, instead, they're like trying to get people into the club. And Justin's like, hey, turn that pedicab around and partying girls and get back to Republic. Okay, see you there. Yes.
You're scaring them. You didn't mention it was Bali. You have to tell them it's Bali. Otherwise, they'll go away.
So then they're going into bars and be like, hey guys, we got to go. We're going to Republic after this.
Do you want to come?
It's where the cool
So Joe
kids
tells
are.
us. Yeah. Back when I was 11th poster boy, her shining star, instead of like going straight to work, I used to go to like, I pop into like every single spot on King Street, like along the way. I'd go to like Bubbles and Branch and like Branch and Bubbles and like Fins and Marbles and like Fins and Bubbles and then Bubbles and Fins. It was like a lot of cool places to go to. And I would just like meet people.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what? Like, you got to enter Night at Republic. And one time, Leva was like, why are there so many people in Home Goods uniforms here? And I was like, well, I went to every place on King Street. And she was like, you don't have to go into every place, Joe. It was funny.
Yeah, those CVS people were so mad when I couldn't seat them after Leva kicked them out.
And Leva's like, yeah, Joe's good at that. Like, Joe's a man about town. I have Lisa Vanderpump hair this season. And so we see Joe talking to this older lady. She's like, hi, I'm Donna. And he's like, Donna? I have an Aunt Donna. She's stunning, just like you. I've always wanted to fuck my Aunt Donna. You coming to Republic later?
Yeah. You're so hot. You're almost as hot as Aunt Donna. She's so hot. Anyway, yeah, come on, Donna. And so Leva's like, yeah, we own multiple businesses, in case you didn't know, because I mention it every single episode of every single season of the show. We own multiple businesses, which is on King Street, which is the It Street in Charleston. Yeah, so good luck having a business here, because it's the place to be. And these are all they all have a completely different vibe. So that, someone could come in on the weekend and experience all these different spaces. They can you can wear your Tommy Bahama in dark light. You can wear your Tommy Bahama in warm light. You can wear your Tommy Bahama in purple light. It's just so many different experiences for your Tommy Bahama shorts and shirts.
And Joe's like, yeah, if I want to prove to Leva that I'm ready to own my own spot one day, like, I think the best thing I can do is go back to my roots. The OG Joy bottles. Talk to everyone on the street. That's what I'm going to do.
And then everyone's like, hi, Joe. It's
fucking Landon.
Like, was that really Landon?
Landon just passing by on every show filming that she could.
Was it really Landon?
Yeah, it was Landon. Yeah, it was literally Landon. He's like, oh, hey, how are you, Landon? How you doing? I got a parking spot for you all if you want to come in here. It's like,
Rome.
She's like, she just finally finished her HTML mock-up on that website. So Joe's like, yeah, I got to become a leader again. And the respect back, not only from Leva, but myself. I'm like, he doesn't respect himself anymore.
So he brings in all the girls, and Leva's like, wow, nice. That's what I want to see. Like, he came on with like a ton of girls. I like the way he walked up, like so much energy with like girls. Look how many girls there are. Wow, hi girls. But I need you to do this every night, Joe. Like, you need to bring in like girls every night, okay? Like, I need you to keep it going, because like, you start, but then tomorrow you could finish. I need you to do this every day of your life. I want you to wake up. I want you to look at your breakfast. I don't want you to see eggs and sausage. I want you to see girls that you can bring in. Then I want you to bring them so I can bring my eggs and sausage to VIP. No, Joe. It's a saying, Joe. Trying to help you, Joe.
Look, I could teach anyone to sell tables. It's not just selling tables. It's looking at the analytics. It's showing up to shifts. It's looking at Google tables and seeing what the numbers are these days. It's showing up to meetings. It's planning events. It's getting into HR. It's understanding what HR policies are. It's also making sure people don't violate HR policies. It's also making sure there's no microaggressions due to the HR policies. It's also showing up in the office when Leah, CEO, sits you down and says, look, you really fucked up, Joe. And you have to listen. That's what running a fucking club is all about.
So you're going to do that, Joe? And he's like, but like, seriously, like, we're the Beatles. The Beatles are dead, Joe. Are you going to do it or not? And he's like, I'm like taking this so seriously. And I just, my eggs and bacon want to thank you. They're totally doing shots right now at the bar.
Look, I put my bacon so it looks like a smiley face with the eggs. Isn't that cool? No, it's not.
It's a real grand slam. So they're doing a sign, and Brad and Emmy are interacting, and he asks her how tonight is, and she's like, well, it was really slow until like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. And so she's like psyched that they're all friends again, and Brad's happy they're friends again, and Emmy congratulates him, and she's like, I mean, it's like kind of crazy. Like, you guys brought like 50 people, and then one of the girls is like, they didn't bring that many.
And Brad is like, she loves to try to keep a man humble. Huh? So he makes a sign that says Bride Tribe. And now it's a whole new day. I know everyone wanted to see how that Bride Tribe would turn out, but you'll just have to imagine them, because Joe's washing his, for no good reason, we see Joe in slow-mo, shirtless, washing his truck. And he announces, The closest I'll get to cheating on Maddie, God, it's my truck. And then we just move on from there.
But it's like a really sexy like sketch. It's just like slowly washing it. It's like da-na-na-na-na. So then we go to Molly's apartment and Lake is over there and they're like getting ready for a party and putting like little cheeses together and stuff. And it's gonna be girls' night. Like
Girls' night.
No, but like seriously, I've been wanting a girls' night like really bad. Cause I'm Lake. And she's like, and the gays are coming too. And so she goes, yes, prep. It's like, wow, it's a prep party.
Oh, wow.
It's a crazy, this
Are
is
you
a
guys-
crazy gay party.
Like, it's girls' night, and then we're gonna make the gays sleep with each other. Yes, prep. By the way, it's a tough episode for Emmy because not only was she doing the Microaggression Hall of Fame, but she has unfortunately lost her title as Charcuterie Queen of Southern Hospitality. Emmy had 3 amazing seasons of inviting people over to her very clean apartment with a very well-made bed, and she always put together a very tight, organized, and well-composed charcuterie plate. But Molly is like, oh, she's gonna fat shame me? Well, as long as I'm being fat shamed, I'm gonna make the charcuterie tray of all charcuterie trays. She fills up her entire kitchen island with charcuterie, and she has it all laid out. And I was like, wow, you can't beat it. It was the best. It was the best charcuterie tray we've ever. It was the best homemade charcuterie spread we've ever seen on Bravo. I'm just gonna say it right now.
I mean, I just remember the mozzarella tray,
really?
the mozzarella tomato tray. But was it really a good tray? Like, was it a solid tray of charcuterie?
It was like coast to coast. It was enormous. It was well organized. I'll try to pull up an image, and I will.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to her. So
Congratulations.
she's like, yeah, today marks 1 month since I broke up with my useless boyfriend. So I just want a night with all my girls, my gays, away from straight toxic dick. So it's a pajama party, and they're talking about like what pajamas they're gonna wear and stuff like that. And then Lake is like, oh my God, I'm trying to use the scissors, but one of your eyelashes is stuck to it. She goes, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of those. She's like, girl, put this back on your eye. She's like, you will find my eyelashes everywhere in this house. That girl came over the other day and left one on her cheek. She thought it was rouge.
She's so desperate. She's so desperate for something. My cheeks are naked. Please help my cheeks. Please help the cheeks.
Are your cheeks blinking? So Lake's like, that looks so pretty, the charcuterie. But you know what? I have bad news. I don't think Emmy's going to be able to make it tonight because she felt like maybe you should have invited her instead of me. And she's like, oh, bullshit. You know what? I text her right now and like she still wouldn't, like, whatever. It wouldn't have mattered. So she still wouldn't have come. I can't win. I can't win with her. Like, I just can't. So, and she says the thing about Emmy is like she's a performance queen and she would have pretended that she actually gave a fuck when she apologized to her if she cared. And she's never remotely acted like she cares. And it hurts Molly's feelings. And so she invited Emmy, and that was her last olive branch to her, even though she did it through Lake.
This is not as strong of a feud, I believe. The Emmy won't respond to Lake's invitation. She'll only respond to a direct invitation from Molly. But okay, sure. If this is where we want to go into the climax of the episode, sure. So we go to Emmy's
Molly's
apartment.
coming in swinging, right? Because she didn't really have much last year. I didn't remember her. Like when she came on this season and was like, I'm so mad. I was like, who? It took me a minute to remember Molly.
You know what?
So,
Here's what I think
she's making
about.
an effort.
This is what I think about with Molly. At BravoCon, the way that the actual convention was set up, there's this giant convention center, this giant building, and there was sort of like this few stairs that would lead up to this big, wide outdoor area there was sort of like a bazaar and ticketing and everything out there, and then the building. Yeah. And on the building, they had like all these pictures of it's like every Bravo celebrity that was going to be there was there. And I remember I was standing at the stairs, and then Molly came up the staircase. I was like, who's that girl again? Because she was like in full glam in like this purple dress or whatever. And she got to the top of the staircase, and someone was like, Molly, we have to go. She goes, hold on. And she like just took a picture of herself on the side of the building. She was like, I just wanted to take a picture of myself on the side of the building. And I thought, this girl, she's fighting for it. She's fighting for her spot, you know? She's like, I just want to have some sort of photographic proof that I was on this network and in this convention. I was like, I can't be mad at this poor girl. You know?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not mad at her. I'm just saying, she's making some effort because she didn't have the most memorable season. So I think this year she's like, gotta work it. I'm gonna fight about everything. Today it's gonna be charcuterie. So
And
then,
speaking of charcuterie, I got a screen grab.
Oh, you did?
I managed
Nice.
to multitask, which
Wow,
is
that's
crazy
pretty
because
good.
I'm not a good multitasker. Let me see if I can share it on screen here. I think this is an important thing for all of us to see. This is a Crappens on Demand specific.
This is good. Yeah, this is
This
good.
is an exclusive to Crappens on
Although
Demand.
I
You
will
should
say it's not like the tightly coiled meats, and there is a lot of food, but it's not as artistically put together. I mean, Emmy does have some art with her charcuterie. This is like a bunch of grapes, big pile, lots of grapes, a lot of
Well,
reliance
no,
on grapes.
I'm going to push back respectfully, Ronnie. What you can see in the background here is, and we saw her composing this. She made this beautiful caprese salad, spiral salad, almost in the shape of a French Tian, and that's like her moment to say, here I can do the composition, I can do compose and symmetry, but then I can also do something a little bit more carefree, where there's like, here's a sleeve of crackers, laying askew, and here's some cheese crumbles. And oh look, and she also has the little things to go in the cheese with the wooden handles, right? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I think
She has
like,
good
I mean,
cheese knives.
I think like, I think for the sheer volume and that she was able to put this all over her entire table and make it look good, I have to honestly, I just have to give it to Molly. I think she takes the crown from Emmy.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. So then we go to Peyton and Emmy.
And last probably too. Only. Actually, well, we'll use the word, you heard it here only, because I don't think anyone else cares.
Well, we'll care again when it's Emmy's turn. When next time someone goes to Emmy's apartment, we'll have to have a charcuterie off. So leave that on your desktop so we can call it back up again for a competition.
Just one last look. There it is, one last time. Remember this, everyone. And okay, it's locked into everyone's communal memory.
Was it on
and
the
we are-
actual table? It wasn't on like trays, right? Did she just put it all
No, it
out
looks
on
like
the actual table?
You can actually see she has like some fabric, like a runner. So
Yeah.
it's like it's
That's kind of cool when people do that.
yeah.
So okay. So we go to Peyton and Emmy, and Emmy's on FaceTime. That's her sister, Peyton. So they're on FaceTime. And
her place.
Emmy's
Peyton's
like,
place.
yeah. And Emmy's like, I guess like every motherfucker wants a piece of me and Peyton. Like Brad, or my Peyton, like Brad, TJ, Molly, like they all want to sit down and have a chat. No, I'm sorry. Peyton, everyone wants a fucking piece of me. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's this party. Brad, TJ, Molly, they all want to sit down and have a chat. Like Molly tried coming up to me. It was just like I don't have time for her. Like who is she? Like she was attacking me for a mean comment that she like attached to herself to. It was like posted on my Instagram. It didn't even have anything to do with her. She had one eyelash on her eye and like the other one on her temple. Like I don't even know who that girl is. What the fuck?
Peyton goes, it was one comment. I'm like, if someone just says to me once, like, Ben, you're a fat bitch, I'm like, I will probably remember that, like,
And then
like,
I pin it at the top of my Instagram. Like you'd be
Yeah.
like, excuse me.
excuse
How
you.
dare you? Yeah, that would be like 20 years at least, and I wouldn't blame you. So, Emmy's like, yeah, and I had this conversation with her, so she would shut the fuck up and just like leave me alone. Like I don't give a shit, So I apologize. Like it doesn't matter if I agree with the apology or not. I mean, just move the fuck on. You know what I mean? But like, anyways, you know the podcast I went on, like that guy's very famous. He was on The Bachelor. I was like huge for us. And then TJ tries to have a conversation with me at the dinner table, like he's kind of combative, and I like told him like you need to chill. Like he's his own worst enemy. Like he would rape himself if he could.
And so Emmy's like, what am I supposed to say? And Payne goes, well, it's a shitty situation, but it's like not your guy's fault. She goes, yeah, it wasn't. I don't think TJ is a predator, but I do think he was being inappropriate after going drunk after straight men. And I didn't want to say it, and I don't want to talk about it, but fuck it. I mean, whatever. It's the truth. I think working at Republic is going to be a lot smoother. But that being said, I really don't give a shit. Like, honest to God, I don't care. Like, especially like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Okay, so you
goes,
don't think
yeah.
TJ's a predator, but you do think that he's getting straight men wasted and then trying to fuck them. So that would be a predator. So stupid.
She's like, yeah,
Emmy.
but he's like, doesn't have dreads. He doesn't have weird teeth in his mouth. He doesn't like kill people. It's like, no, Emmy, Predator is more than that. So,
Oh my gosh. You mean like the actual monster, the Predator?
I was trying to make a clunky joke about the movie Predator, guys, which I've actually never seen. So I didn't know where to go. She's like, it's not like you have to wear mud to be when you're near TJ. Like, that's all I know about Predator is that they have
I
to
thought you
wear
were
mud.
mixing like her racism in with her predatoring. And I was like,
No,
whoa,
no.
it's just good. But then I realized
I
you
was
were
just
talking about the actual Predator.
No, I was literally just trying to make a pop culture reference. I'll stick to charcuterie.
It's tricky when it's Molly, man. She's so problematic. So
Give me
then
the
we
money.
go to the party. Everybody's getting there to the party, and there's gluten-free stuff on the outside for Maddie, which is nice. And they're all like, "Oh my God, the charcuterie! You beat Emmy, babe! You did it!"
Charcuterie. Oh my God, this is like so professional. It's like the John Summit of charcuterie. Wow. And Lake's like, yeah, look at the penis flowers. I'm Lake. And Mia's like, oh my God, look, we're here in Molly's apartment. I didn't even know you really lived anywhere. I just never really thought of you as anyone other than a blonde girl who shows up. And I never thought, oh, there's Molly actually probably leaves Republic and lives somewhere. So cool that you live here. Molly's like, yeah, thanks. Oh, and you gave me flowers because my ex never did.
Maddie's like, I'm not gonna lie. I was walking in here and I saw Grace and she started like bitching me out, guys. Not gonna lie. Me and Joe say that to each other a lot. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Hey, not gonna lie, I sort of feel like I kind of started not gonna lie on Summer House, but that's okay. Not gonna lie, it hurts a little bit. To be
So
honest.
we see a clip of Grace Lily. We just see it. We just hear it. We don't see it because they're like behind a wall. But Grace Lily's like,
Whoa, wait to tell me what the fuck to wear, you fucking fake ass bitch.
she's like, what?
She's like, you didn't tell me to wear pajamas. And I'm just showing up here without pajamas and everybody else got pajamas on. Fucking stupid. You think I don't see you, bitch? I see you. You want a piece of me? You want a piece? Well, you're not going to get one because I'm going to go home and get pajamas. So what are you going to do about it? Now you get to laugh at me and have everybody just laughing at Grace Lily who doesn't understand pajamas. Well, I do. So I will be back, you bitch.
I mean, I found out it was a pajama theme an hour before. Okay, this is Molly's party. It's not mine. Okay, sorry. Oops. And Molly's like, oops, sorry. Event planner made a boo boo. Sorry, Grace.
oh. So Michaels brings over a big tub of cucumbers, and he's like, my roommate's parents have a farm, and like my roommate, like he always brings like fruits and vegetables, and like he brought me like a huge like thing of cucumbers. So like it's a cucumber party now. So hope you like them salty.
And 3 hours earlier, it's Michaels and TJ putting cucumbers in their pants. Hope you like it salty. So Grace, sure. They just like, now they're just like, they're cobbling in like random scenes. They're like, let's put another shot in of Joe cleaning his car for some reason. It worked really well with Erica Jane. Let's do it here.
Now they're just serving
cucumbers.
with dick all over it.
So Grace shows up. She goes, I didn't know that what we were doing tonight. So I like took my heels off before I came in because it's kind of like pajamas. And I was like, let me go ahead and put my slippers on but no one did tell me about the theme. Sorry.
I'm like, it looks like you're wearing a slip. She's like, yeah, well, this is not the first time that Maddie has done this to me, okay? Like, let's take it back to Folly Beach, all the way back to Folly Beach. It's like 15 minutes ago.
Folly Beach. I asked Maddie, I said, what are you wearing? And she told me, oh, I'm just going to wear something casual. And I'm like, okay, so I'll wear something casual. So I wear my hippie pants. And then I get to Folly, and she shows up, and she's wearing a mini skirt and little pumps. And you know what? That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings right there. And now just knowing that everyone else is in pajamas, and like, that's enough reason for me to be upset. I take fashion very seriously, okay? So do my ancestors.
If you take fashion very seriously, why are you asking Maddie Reese for advice?
Why are you wearing
I just would
hippie
love
pants?
better communication. Yeah. And why do you even have hippie pants? So Grace Lee's like, because Grace is like, I just would have loved some better communication, Molly. Molly's like, okay, that was my bad. Because I would do the same for you. I would have your back if I invited you somewhere. If I invited you to a pajama party, I would tell you about the pajama part.
And Mia goes, but that's a nightgown, bitch. Like, what are you complaining about? And she is wearing what looks like pajamas. So it's so
Yeah.
weird that she's having a fit. And I thought she went home, but now I see she didn't go home. She just, what did she change her shoes? Or did she go home?
She said she took off her shoes. I don't know, but it just was so funny that
Did
she was
she have
so
slippers
hung up.
in her purse? Because now she's in slippers. I'm so confused.
She's very hung up about the pajama dress code, and she's like really disturbed by it, and she's reading a lot into it. So Molly's like, okay, thank you guys all for coming to my girls and gays night. Cheers. TJ and Michaels will be having sex shortly. So shall we all head to the couch, which is also where the kitchen is because it's just a studio apartment. Okay, great. All right, everyone sit down on the couch.
Open
Okay.
concept. It's open concept. That's what we call open concept.
Oh my God. It's like a circle jerk. What do they call it for girls? Like, scissor circle. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Wrong circle.
So everyone's like, oh my God, your place is so cute, blah, blah, blah. So now they go around. Bella, who's got a lot of lines today. I never would have known it had I not read these notes. Because every time I see Bella, I'm like, who's that? Okay, go around and everyone say like your ideal type, okay? So who wants to start? And like, it's like, I'll start. I like a bad bitch. I'm like,
Mia's like, I love a fucking humongous ass guy. He can be a little fat too. Molly's like, guys, too soon. She's like, yeah, no, I like a guy that's like obsessed with me, that will like crawl all over glass for me. I want a guy who just a big, enormous guy who'll climb over glass. I'm like, okay, me.
I love bleeding fat guys, basically. So Grace Lily is like, but not like up your ass, right? She goes, no, I love up my ass. Like, not in that way. Not in that way, guys.
It cut to 3 months from now. So, Mia, have you ever done anal? Would you ever consider anal? We're going to spend 25 minutes on the reunion talking about this one comment because it had something to do with anal.
It's like, who has done anal? And Jordan's like, accidentally. And there a lot of people are like, yeah, whoops, accidentally.
Jordan's like, I'm so embarrassed. Is my face red? Actually, good. I try to embarrass myself when I run out of rouge.
So Maddie is saying, yeah, like I dated like Pete Davidson, Timothy Chalamet, like tattooed skater boys when I was younger, but like a sugar daddy, like cartel members. Yeah. They all have like cut faces, like same common looks, jawline, clean hair. I like muscles and cartels. This is pretty cool. It's fun. What? Yeah. Cartel members?
I don't know what that's about. She's like, yeah, I'm going to Puerto Vallarta
on the show and then never talk about it again. Yeah, like I like skaters, cartel members. You know how it is.
Yeah, I love a hot cartel guy. Yeah. So Mia's like, wait, so Molly, what's your type? Tell me more. TJ goes, Molly thinks a big penis is 5 inches. Tee-hee. And Michaels goes, oh my God. And because she said last week, she's told TJ that she likes a penis that's 5 and above.
but then we just find out Molly's really stupid because in her confessional, she's like, well, how long is 5 inches? Like this? And they're like, no, that's like, that's like 20 inches long. And she's like, oh, okay, then like 20 inches. I like 20 inches. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Grace Lily's like, yeah, well, I feel crazy energy right now, okay? And they're like, right now? Maybe because the AC came on? She's like, no, because y'all, Mercury's in retrograde, okay? And it's like friction. There's like friction in the universe. So therefore, that's why we're all feeling these things. Am I right, you guys? Like, Maddie, why are you laughing, Maddie? You're always fucking laughing at me, Maddie.
Mia's like, I'm all ears right now. Mercury needs to go into marmalade or whatever. And they're like, what? And TJ goes, Leak, what? Why didn't Emmy come? Like, I was like, It's like, Mia's like, but are you guys besties now? She's like, yeah, I love her. I'm Lake. She's like, oh, wow. So what happened? Why didn't she come to the big charcuterie party?
It's like, well, honestly, it all started with me reading her sign because like it literally told me on my app that we're like great friends that can bloom. And then I started hanging out with her and I started talking to her and like I just like have such a good time with her. And Maddie's like, that is the most Grace Lily shit that Lake has ever said.
Yeah, there's like room to grow, and I think there's like a time and place for her and Molly to talk. But like, I don't think this was like the time and place for her. There's just like too much pretty charcuterie and she wouldn't be able to handle it. She'd have a meltdown.
Yeah, but like the Folly House went so well. I'm just like so confused. Why is she upset? It's like, well, like let's hold people accountable for their actions instead of just fucking letting other people side with their bullshit. That's how I feel.
Okay, but like, can we take it away from the Emmy conversation and have fun? Because like, that's what we came to do. Like, I don't want to talk about Emmy anymore. Like, I'm getting bored.
Yeah, I'm bored about it too. I'm bored about it too.
You were just talking about it, Grace.
No, I know, Maddie. Shut the fuck up, Maddie. You're annoying, okay? You know what? You're all mad at Maddie. I'm mad at Maddie. I'm mad at her.
God.
You know, because
Why are
this
you
is a
mad?
conversation that her and I can have, okay?
Is it about the dress? Is it about
No,
the
I
pajamas?
want to talk about it in front of everybody. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. I think our confusion is that right now you're acting kind of bitchy to Maddie right now.
Yeah, because right now I'm fucking annoyed with her, all right? Maybe it's because I'm annoyed with her. Maybe because I should have curlers in my hair and like floppy pants on, but I don't. I look stupid.
But you're not wanting to talk about it.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about it in front of everyone just because Maddie's a dumb bitch.
But then you can't be bitchy to her in front of everybody then.
I can if I want to. I don't care. I don't care what kind of body of water you are. You can't tell me what to do.
I get blamed for all of Grace's shortcomings. Like, everything to her is Maddie's fault. She shows up late for my gig. It's my fault. Molly didn't tell her to wear pajamas. It's my fault. I literally rolled up today and she was pissed at me about rolling up.
Like, I know, but like, why? You're not even in pajamas. Like, what's she jealous of?
I know. Jordan's like, hello, the rougeless girl is here to speak. It's my shame, but I will own it. In Grace's defense, I would be pissed if everyone else was in pajamas and I pulled up in a dress as well.
Yeah, you know what? You're a real one for saying that, Rouge lady, because no one else would say it. No one else got the balls to say it, but you do.
Grace, what's bothering you?
You know what? You're not a reciprocal friend, okay? You don't reciprocate even your plastic bottles. You just throw them in the regular trash. And I'm sick of it.
I'm just kind of sick of everyone saying that Maddie is a better friend than me.
Oh, wait, so I'm the bad friend now? Like, make it make sense. Yeah, you know what? Maddie prioritizes Joe much more than she does her girlfriends. And it's just like Joe gets priority to support Maddie in her career, but I've always been there for her. How come I'm not supporting her in her career?
The one time you were asked to support her career, you showed up like 2 hours past the time you're supposed to be there.
Yeah. I've had the worst couple of months of my life. And in these months, Grace hasn't been there for me, but I'm there for her on a dime. I don't care what cartel I'm hanging out with. I'm catching a plane to be there for Grace. And I'm the bad friend. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, you know what? But like everyone always says that I'm a bad friend to you. But how come no one ever says, hey, is Maddie a bad friend to you? How come nobody says that? They don't. Because you got them hypnotized. And you know what? I need to say quiet before I say something I'm not saying. So you know what? Let me just stop now. I'm just going to stop now. I'm not going to say anymore. Hold on. Maddie, you're a dumb bitch. I hate your guts. Okay, I'm done. That's all I'm going to say. Die in your sleep. I'm not going to say anything. My ancestor hates you. I'm not going to say anything else. Stupid.
And that was the to be continued. Well, what an interesting episode. What a silly, bonkers episode that starts off with serious talk about microaggressions and ends in a spat about not wearing pajamas to the pajama party. It's great. Great times.
Southern
That's why I love this show.
Never change.
Great show.
Never change, my friend.
It's wonderful.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, this was a fun one.
It really was. Thank you all for being here. And we will catch you with some more episodes later this week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.